Libra darling, I see some big changes happening in your life in the coming days, if they haven't already started. And why I know this for a fact is because you have this judgment energy in your weekly tarot spread here. And so I have your cards already laid out here. I'm already tuned into where you're currently at in your life, Libra. I'm going to be talking about your relationships. I'm going to be talking about your career here. All right, it's a lot of good things here, but I think it's really important for you to really take in all the messages here because your spiritual team is really trying to provide some big guidance. I was shown when I was shuffling your tarot cards today, Libra. This is like for my older folks, but back in the day, there was like this paper clip when you would have Word documents pulled up, and that would be like that was like the old school Siri or something like that. And so that's like what I kept on getting visualized when I was shuffling your cards, is that there's this sense of where some insight is being trying to be brought forward to you, Libra, that would really bring a lot of clarity into your life, a sense of direction of like how to go from point A to point B and so on and so forth here. And that's what makes my tarot readings a little bit different. So I'll talk about the things you're manifesting currently, Libra, but I also like to get into how you get to the point of being able to claim those good things, because it serves you no purpose if you don't know how to get it, right? And so if I sound like the type of tarot reader for you, Libra, let's just get started here. All right. And so in your first row, this is your general energy. And remember, Libra, with this judgment card, I don't think I went into specific detail, but I associate the judgment energy as someone in your spiritual team taking strong action in your physical life to make things happen. And so I really see the trajectory of your life either speeding up, shifting directions, or there's this sense of like very big changes. And I feel like it's on all fronts here. And the reason why I feel this is because to me, you had a pretty big wake up call recently, Libra. I feel like there was somebody or a situation that came forward in your life that really shook your perspective of life. All right. And in some ways you could see it from a place of where it wasn't good, but I feel like the impact of you having to leave a situation, leave a person, of where you realize that you either have outgrown a situation or where you just weren't being respected, Libra, or appreciated, whatever the case is here. We can use any type of descriptor here. You have the King of Swords. I feel like there is some type of BS that was being brought forward into your life, and maybe you were always wearing like rose-colored glasses to the situation, or finally, due to some impactful event that has happened here, you had a pretty big wake-up call, especially when it came to people in your life where there is this sense of a little bit of a loner energy here. You see the King of Swords, and the only company the King of Swords keeps, aside from their thoughts, is animals. Right, Libra? So I really wouldn't be surprised if, especially lately, there's been people you've been talking to of where you just really, like, you're talking to them and it's just like they're just not on the same wavelength. They're not thinking in the same way. They're not, the emotional maturity, the mental, just maturity in general is not the same level that you are. And I feel like in response to that, Libra, you have started to reclude yourself. For some of you, it may have been due to an action, because I do feel there's a sense of like being pushed away, or you finally pulling away from a situation where even on some level, you could be right now, Libra, saying, you know what, this person is not worth my time and energy anymore. I am worth so much more. There's a sense to me, Libra, where you've accepted someone for who they are, or a situation for what it is. No longer gaslighting yourself or internalizing it, Libra, because you're like, you know what, that has nothing to do with me. I'm very comfortable with where you are, like where I'm at mentally. That's where you're at. And with this Emperor card, you are the most empowered that you have been in a long time, Libra. And this doesn't come in just out of willy-nilly for you, Libra. When you see this Emperor card, like you've been going through a lot of trials and tribulations. I get like this feeling for you, 2023, maybe there's been no outwardly event that would be considered like bad, but I feel like you've been put through like your own emotional hell, or like mental hell. And I think it was due to the fact of like certain situations, people in your life, that you're just at this point now where it's just, you're done. I even get like this message now where it's like you finally have permission, Libra, to just have more independent thinking, having more of a lone wolf aspect rather than always being a team player, because all these cards represent this sense of like independence, moving away from people, because you would rather do the group project on your own rather than have these three other people who do nothing but make your job harder of when it comes to accomplishments here. And I think it was the best choice for you, Libra. I really see you in this place of where you lay the judgment call down with a situation in your life where you're just like, no, this isn't good enough. I'm better than this. All right, Libra, let's get into your social spread right now in your relationships. And when I talk about relationships, Libra, more than just romantic, it could be romantic, but we have friendships, business, darling. All right. And think for more, think bigger. And so the 3 cards I pulled for you, Libra, you have the Fool card. All right. And then you have the Tower, and then the 9 of Wands. All right. And so, Libra, this is how I know for a fact, darling, that there's someone in your life that you had to just lay down the Tower energy with. And I do get this sense because of that wounded warrior with this 9 of Wands. There was a relationship that you've had to let go of in your life, even though, and it hurt. Right? The wounded warrior, like, it hurt. But there is also this sense of where it's like, yeah, you can acknowledge the pain, the cuts, bruises, and the trauma that came from that Tower moment when it came to a relationship, right? It's unfortunate that it had to happen this way. But I do get this sense here for you, Libra, on that you are ready for a change. You are ready to move on from that relationship because you are the King of Swords now. You are in your highest power, right? Swords is air energy. Obviously, Libra, you're an air sign, in case you didn't know. But yeah, I do get this sense of where you have been ready for this change. Maybe I'm even being shown, Libra, this sense, and I know this is like very corny, but I'm being shown like like a caterpillar. I'm trying to find words here. So the caterpillar, after they get out of the cocoon and they become like a moth or a butterfly, then there's that grace period where they have to dry their wings off, and it's during that time they're the most fragile. That's the stage that I feel like you're at, Libra, because I feel like you've already gone through the cocooning phase last year. I feel like 2023, the beginning of 2023, you came out of the cocoon because you came into this year already with this developed sense of self. This King of Swords didn't just come out of nowhere, Libra. This Emperor card didn't come out of nowhere. All right, this has been through a long this has been building up for quite a long time. All right, even when it came to certain relationships, this was always inside of you, this sense of authority, but you always held it back. I feel when it came to certain relationships in your life, you weren't as brutally honest as you would be with other people because they were close to your heart. And now that you're in this critical period, Libra, where you are having this Tower moment with people in your life and these relationships coming to an end, I wouldn't be surprised even, Libra, if this is like the most isolated that you feel currently, because you just transformed into a butterfly, darling. You don't have any other butterflies around you. You just got out of your cocoon. You got to give yourself time to dry off your wings before you go flying away. And so it's totally normal that the only friends that you had beforehand were caterpillars. And they're still caterpillars, darling, all right? Or they're still going through the cocooning phase. And so you are in this new life, this new version of yourself, this new chapter of your life with this full energy, Libra. And I think it's like you're just now really taking in what certain people in your life mean. It's almost as if now that you have transformed into the butterfly, you are just now, and like it's became real for you. Like you are now very honest and like willing to accept what in the mirror is a King of Swords, is an Emperor. It's like it's now hitting you that your caterpillar friends and family and old flames that are still caterpillars, that this next journey as a butterfly, you can still have some type of relationship with them, but from a distance, because you're soaring above. And if you were to stay with them as caterpillars, as a butterfly, the only thing that would happen is that you would starve out while these caterpillars are eating the leaves, because they're good. All right, they're completely good. They're satisfied. They're not thinking about how you need nectar, because you have to be the one to be like, hey, I'm hungry. I gotta go get nectar. Deuces. I gotta go do my own exploring. I gotta go find butterflies. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you caterpillars. All right, y'all keep eating. Y'all keep doing your thing, but I gotta go do my thing. And maybe at some point in time when y'all transform into butterflies, or maybe I'm in the same area again, then we can link back up and do whatever. All right. That's how I see some relationship in your life. And I know we're really getting intense into the analogies here, Libra, but I hope this makes sense. This is how I can best express like the messages that I get internally, as well as just like when it comes to general tarot readings, just trying to have people understand like how this puzzle piece would fit in your life. So let's get into some oracle cards for you, Libra, before we continue on into your career and physical desires. You have the last moon in Leo, lighten up. right? And so while yes, you are taking this in and it's hitting you like a semi, where you are taking in and understanding that this new chapter of your life means that you have to leave your caterpillars, right? Means you have to leave your old stomping grounds, and freaks you out currently. And on some level, it might psych you out because like some of those caterpillar relationships had to come to an end because you realize that they did not care about you needing to get nectar. They don't care about like your experience at all. And so you are just like, okay, how do I best not internalize this? See them from a place of love and go do my own thing without having such hurt feelings. Because I feel like deep down for you, Libra, it's not too much of it's not as if you wanted this to happen, but I don't feel as if this is a surprise for you. I feel like you already noticed these signs even when y'all were caterpillars together munching on leaves, that they would still leave you to fend for yourself trying to get leaves. They didn't. So the signs have always been there, Libra. And I think now it just more so scares you because you're in this new place in your life. You have developed so much, in this next portion of your journey, Libra, is independence, is this place of going into the mystery. Number 11 in numerology, master number, darling. All right. Maybe that's your life path number, or look that up in numerology. See what messages that I have for you this week, Libra. But trusting in the great mystery. Your spiritual team is going to have things happen for you. But the important thing that you need to pay attention to right now, Libra, we're getting into your career and just your physical desires that you want in this life. All right. What you need to put more of your focus in on is moving on from the drama, moving on from the stress of what has happened. Easier said than done, Libra. I want to acknowledge this before I continue on, because I don't want this to come off as dismissive. Like, it sucks. Even if you understand that something is for the best, it sucks, right? And you can acknowledge it sucks, but now that you are into this new chapter of your life, you have to accept that these caterpillars that played such an important role for you in your life at one point, those old stomping grounds, it played such an important role for you in your life. It no longer does. And for you to continue sinking in energy into a situation into people that are at this point in time irrelevant for your growth, irrelevant for your future. Not to say that those caterpillars, those people, those relationships, them as people, those as existing living beings are irrelevant, but they play no positive impact in your life at this time because of many reasons, right? And so it's time for you to reallocate your focus, and you can be upset, you can be sad that you have this 5 of Cups experience, right? But now you have this new journey to be looking forward to. Don't be so focused in on what it is that you're leaving. Don't be so sad that you're leaving your hometown, darling. You're already on the plane. You're taking off, honey. Now that you landed into this new place, don't be sad about what you left. Or you can be sad about it, but that sadness doesn't erase this new exciting journey that you have for yourself that you've never explored. These new potential relationships that you can facilitate that are going to be happening. That judgment energy makes it clear. 7 of Swords coming in here. Sure, the exit plan or the exit route, the tower moment that happened, it could have been cleaner. This is very much so that sense of where, like, you're my best friend and you're showing me the text messages of you breaking up with your ex. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you didn't need to say that, friend. You didn't need to throw that in there. Could have been cleaner, but it's done. What's done is done. It doesn't matter how much regret you have or woulda, coulda, shouldas. It's done. So let's put our focus in on our passions. Let's put our focus in on the things that we want to accomplish now. We have this new playing field, Libra. Let's take advantage of it currently. All right. And your last oracle card for today is the Cheetah. This card says getting clear on your intentions and staying focused and move quickly to achieve your goals. Very strong Ace of Wands energy here, Libra. There's a reason why your spiritual team is trying to really reallocate your focus, Libra, because they have some stuff that they have planned for you. Trust this great mystery right now, because what those plans are, I mean, darling, it's going to be so different for everybody, and it's just like trusting the mystery of it. Enjoy this new journey, Libra. Yeah, you can have those heavy feelings, but the only reason why you're able to have those heavy feelings is because you're moving forward in life. You're able to move on from it so you can miss it. And it's something to be looking forward to in some ways. Sure, you can miss your family when you move out, but the only reason why you miss your family is because you are at a place in your life where you can move out. So don't be sad about that. Yeah, Libra, this is a weekly tarot reading that I have for you, darling. Hopefully something in here resonated with you. If you are looking for further one-on-one clarity, you can book a private tarot reading with me on my website, linked down below, Libra, SimplyVelca.com, darling. And I'll talk to you later, Libra. Bye.